Caller, thank you for calling Explorations. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you?
How you doing, bud? It's me, Tony Spaghetti.
It's Tony Spaghetti. You know, honestly, a perfect time to call, Tony. It's great to hear from you. It's great to hear your voice and great to feel your energy.
You hear that last caller? I'll meet her out at sea. I'll take you. You know what I mean? Don't challenge Tony Spaghetti. I got my boat right now. I'll meet you out in the Hudson.
Now,
you know
bow.
What I mean? Don't challenge me.
Now, bow. By bow, do you mean like a bow and arrow or like a bow staff?
No, boat. I got a boat. A small. I got a dinghy. You know what I mean? I'm out there. Doing what I got to do in the Hudson. Collecting trash. That's what I do in my 9-to-5 business is collect trash. Out of the Hudson River. And
Yeah.
Because New York, they need it.
Yeah, you mentioned that once before. How's that going? New trash business. I would imagine it's going very well, but as we all know, it's very difficult to be an entrepreneur here.
As much as New York City gets a bad rap, they like to have people pick up garbage. So I get myself a cheap boat. Usually on Craigslist, but like the Chinese version. So what I do is I get a cheap boat and I get out there and pick up garbage in the Hudson. It's a fantastic business opportunity.
And what do you do with this trash? Once you pick it up, Tony, what do you do with this trash? Tell me.
This trash, you take it to a recycling center. You don't really make a lot of. Listen, now here's the situation. Listen, I'm a.
Tell me the situation.
I got people who take the trash out for me. Never touch it. I don't want to be linked to the garbage in any way, but I have people, who take care of the situation for me, and they bring it to said places, and they trade it for equal value.
So just by weight.
Yeah, it's by weight and variety of the type. Glass bottles. We're talking condoms. We're talking whatever you need. Rubbers in high demand. They're recycling those condoms. You throw them in the. And you throw it right in the Hudson. I'm gonna take that up. I'm gonna make some money on it.
Yeah, I've heard that since Roe versus Wade was struck down, that the street cost of used condoms has skyrocketed.
Unbelievable. Cutting edge. The rubber manufacturers are going crazy. They're going nuts.
Wow.
They got to recycle all that rubber.
Now, I think that's really a really crucial a crucial point to bring up, because there are a lot. There's always a silver lining, and I'm sure this is your business is booming. It sounds like.
Listen, I'm operating 5 dinghies right now in the tri-state area. We're out there in the sea. We're collecting garbage, dead bodies, paraphernalia, all of that plastic that's recyclable. Thank you so much. Throw it in the trash. So, don't throw it in the trash. Throw it in the garbage. Throw it in the sea. Throw it in the street. Listen, you're only going to make money for Tony Spaghetti.
Wow. So listen, I do have to take a break to pull some attention over to a poll. No. There was a poll. The question in the poll was simply the word question. Response 1 to Q45 and response 4 1 with 2 votes. Namaste. So thank you for participating.
That's a classic poll.
That's a classic poll. It's important.
That's a classic poll.
Now, there are so many questions that could be answered in the poll, and to simply ask a question, I think is so brave. So namaste to the mod that thought that up, and thank you for delivering us the truth on that matter. Now, listen, I need to pick your brain, Tony, because you have an indomitable spirit that we've come to know so well. You've given us all so much through your insights, wisdom, and also your just good-natured wit and humor. So what has kept you afloat as an entrepreneur? The greatest vocation that a person can have, an entrepreneur, an independent entrepreneur. True. What has kept you afloat, Tony? Tell me.
No, I've been listening to the stream. We talking quotations? You want a Tony quote?
I want a Tony quote.
Situation?
I want a Tony quote.
Listen. Here's what keeps me going. Listen, here's the beef. Here's the beef and the ravioli. Here we go. There are 70 ways to keep a man happy. One is Miller High Life. The rest is 69. Get him right when you got him.
Holy shit! And did you come up with that?
No, that's Saul Spaghetti. You remember my grandpa Saul Spaghetti? That's a Saul Spaghetti classic.
That's Saul.
Listen, R.I.P. He's dead. I can take it. That's classic birthright taking. You know what I mean?
So as the patriarch of the Spaghetti clan, you now own all rights to that quote.
Right. Yeah, in perpetuity as well too. Listen, that's going with me to my grave. I got an NFT made of it. Listen, I own it. I understand all the digital rights.
That's so that makes me so happy. And so when you began your journey as an entrepreneur of cleaning used condoms, dead bodies, and other trash out of the Hudson River with a dinghy, no less, this quote kept your spirit alive. It kept your sense of vigor and your libido, your lust. It kept it afloat, so to speak.
Kept it going. It kept it going. You know,
Wow.
because all you need is, listen, you need a good woman and you need some Miller High Life. You know what I mean? 'Cause
So-
it doesn't get you too tipsy. You know, you can crack a 24 Miller High Life and still get on with your day. But, you get into the imported beers, you get yourself into some hotter stuff. Listen, there's no way you're going to be picking up condoms out of your dinghy. You know what I mean? You're going to be falling overboard. They're going to have to drag you out of the Hudson. It's a whole situation you don't want to be involved in.
Well, listen, I have to ask you a question before we end the call tonight.
100%.
And this is for those of us that mean to put this in practice in our lives, in a more direct fashion, I would say. Now, I'm imagining myself 69ing, as I have many times. I've done.
Classic.
What'd you say?
Is it a classic situation where the individuals are top, or are you are top? Are we doing a pad press, or are we doing a situation where your partner is on top of you? We have to understand those two variables.
Now that's interesting. Now I wisdom of the. I would say that. That's such a good question. Can we get a poll going for that? Do you do 69 with you're on top or with someone else on top? Now,
I giggled a little bit because I saw wisdom of the pasta people. That's a good one. Because it's like, what do you got to do? We call the pizza press in the business. If I'm on top, pizza pressing is down. You know what I mean? The other way, reverse style, that's a little grated cheese. My partner's lighter than me. I'm not going to pizza press. Pizza press versus the sprinkle of cheddar. The sprinkle
I'm a big fella. So, I prefer to be on top. I prefer to crush my partner.
Dominate. Yeah, exactly. Let them know who's paying the bills.
Yes, and if they it's on 100% success rate, LOL. But success rate, as far as it is cherished when I do that. So they tell me, Leslie, I cherished that after I sort of crushed them with my weight for a period of time. But listen, high life and 69ing. Before you go, do you crush the high lifes while performing a 69, or do you do them just before and after? Do you ever mix the two?
Listen, can I tell you something, man? You've gotten yourself into level 2. Level 1 is introduction. Level 2, are you combining the two aspects of what I call the bliss ratio, the high life, with the 69? Of course you do with the pizza press. You're on top. You can grab from the 24-pack to indulge in said activities. You're living the dream on both ends. You know what I mean?
Oh, God damn it. You've delivered it. You've given us wit. You've given us wisdom. You've given us practical wisdom as well. Not just abstract spiritual insight, but something tangible, something that we can put into our lives as we live and breathe right now. Tony, thank you so much for your generosity in spirit and mind.
Listen, Les, I love you to death. The program works. I've been with it for a long time. It's revolutionized my body, self, and mind. And may I leave you with a quote before we leave for the kids out there?
Absolutely.
Here's a Tony Spaghetti classic right here. If it's brown, flush it down. If it's yellow, let it mellow. You don't want to do anything else.
That's for poop and pee, and that is for toilets or otherwise.
You got to work out for your environment. If it's brown, don't flush that down. If it's yellow, let that mellow. You're all right. You got a couple in you. You know what I mean?
Wow. Well, namaste to you, Tony. This was a real treat. This is a real treat. And also for those of you that are that are curious, we do have a Discord, and we will be hanging out in the Discord a little bit after the server. I just need to go feed the outside cats, and then I'll come back in, and we can hang out in the Discord if you'd like. Namaste.
No science in Discord, right, Leslie? No scientific facts. We only understand our own facts. Join the Discord. It's 100% the best time you've ever had outside of jail. I gotta go, bud.
Namaste. It's great to see you. My name is Leslie, and I am the host of Explorations. I'm sure you enjoyed this video. If you would like to explore with us further, please join us at twitch.tv/Leslie Tanner, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I can't wait to see you. Namaste.